Okay, we are on day 17. We have landed in a town called Hardinsburg, Kentucky. So, yesterday, we had walked and walked and walked, and I wish my battery power on my phone was what it should have been, so you could see this fucking road that we had to walk down. So we was getting ready to call it a night, figure out where we was gonna sleep for the night, whatever. And dude shows up, and on some real shit, I can't even remember dude's name, but that's neither here nor there. He pretty much lied about everything. One of those guys. He was super nice, whatever. But he was the type of dude that oh shit, I think I might have just broke this fucking thing. Either way, he wanted you to like him. That's fucked up, right? I mean, look at this shit. Look at this shit. I think, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I mean, shit. Either way, this dude wanted you to like him so much that he would tell you whatever the hell you wanted to hear just to make it so that you would like him. Alright? So he picks us up. We had walked all day long, probably about 8-9 miles, somewhere outside of Shepherdsville, Kentucky, right? So he picks us up. He's telling us stories about how the cops are the reason why his wife divorced him. And then he's telling us about his days in the military, this, that, and the other, and how he was the first person to come up with the design for camouflage of a military vehicle. So Bree and I are sitting in the back seat, and we're just listening and, agreeing to dude because, that's just the right thing to do. I mean, we figure it is anyways, but he's just telling us story after story after story. We didn't even get dude's name because we figured he'd probably lie about that too. So, anyways, he gives us a ride probably about 28 miles. And we end up going to this gas station. And we was gonna inquire about possibly pitching our tent up there for the night, and didn't really want that. They didn't really want that to happen, but they was cool as fuck though. They gave us mad free food, which I really didn't expect. They were Arabians. And I totally didn't expect that because that doesn't normally happen from those people at all. So they give us mad free food. I'm like, hey, Bree, fucking, there's a spot. I'm pretty sure I saw a spot where we can just pitch a tent for the night. Or just, sometimes when we don't want to pitch a tent, we just, sleep. And that's actually what we ended up doing. Found a spot, and that's what we did. Got a few Z's, whatever. It's like fucking, I'm always getting bit the fuck up. Like, always. Like, I should show you my fucking legs right now. Like, look at this shit. Like, always getting tore the fuck up, no matter where I'm at or what the fuck. Like, look at this shit. Always. But, I mean, we have bug spray, and that shit just doesn't do shit. Like, we got 40 deep, and that shit just doesn't do shit. So, and the reason why you don't see Bree in this picture is because I'm about to explain to you in a minute. So, wake up this morning, and it's just been one of those fucking days. Like, can't even explain. Just been one of those fucking days. So we wake up about 7:30 this morning, and we just start walking and walking and walking. We fucking walked all fucking day long. Like, can't even begin to explain how my feet are feeling right now. But I can't really begin to explain how Bree's feet are feeling right now, because she's got some blisters like on the curve of the bottom of her feet. It's like, fuck. And she's a diabetic, so that just kind of makes things a little fucking worse. But it is what it is. So we just keep walking and walking and walking. We finally cross over from Eastern Standard Time to Central Time, and when I thought that we were going to actually gain an hour of travel time today, it failed to dawn on me that because we are so close to where the time changes back to Eastern Time, that we actually will lose an hour of daylight. Now, that shit's really fucking with me, because where with most people it doesn't make sense, it makes plenty of sense to me. But it's like, okay, so we cross over from Eastern Daylight Time, where right now it is currently 9:43, okay? We're 8:43, but it actually gets dark an hour early in this part of the country, because we are so close to that time change where it's getting dark at fucking almost 9 o'clock at night on the eastern part of the country. Central Time, typically you would still get dark around that time, unless you were in this part of the fucking Central Time. You're getting dark at 7:56 at night in the summer. How much sense does that make? Okay, so we cross over into Central Time. We just keep trucking it and trucking it and trucking it. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so neither one of us expected to even catch a ride today, which I really did not think that we were going to. So we end up walking it to a town called Irvington, Kentucky. I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard of the fucking town, but it's a town, okay? Town of about 1,200 people, alright? So we walk to this Circle K. I'm like, fuck it. I only got like 40% of battery on my phone. Charge this bitch up, right? So sit there. We sat there most of the night, and I charged that bitch up, right? They even gave us some chicken. Believe that, they gave us some fucking chicken. Alright, that was some good chicken. Bree might be shitting later, but it is what it is. The grease goes through her like, you know, I don't even know what. And she'll be walking down the street and she'll have to shit, and it's like, fuck, okay, alright, we gotta find a place for you to shit. But anyways, so we're sitting there, and this couple in a, I want to say it was a Jeep. They asked if, well, the female in the passenger seat asked, where we're heading. We're like, oh shit, we're walking as far as we can fucking get. California, SoCal, baby. And I'm like, right now though, we're trying to just figure out where the fuck we're gonna pitch a tent for the night. Like, shit. Okay, so get in the vehicle, the cool shit, funny, James, Jeremy was dude's name. I cannot remember the girl's name. Bree probably would remember. But, so, they drove us about 10, 15 miles west to a town called Hardinsburg, Kentucky. And that's where we're at right now. Hardinsburg, Kentucky. So, they're trying to figure out for a good hour, trying to figure out how to help us a little bit. And they did, they didn't, but they did. They're calling the Red Cross and calling this church that Jeremy's cousin ran, where they got beds and shit, and none of that panned out. But they ended up driving us a couple more miles down fucking, this U.S. route west, heading west, and like, fuck, there's a church over here where, you can just chill here for the night. Tomorrow's Sunday, there's services, figure shit out then. So, that's why you see me in a bathroom right now. And Bree's not in here with me because, for one, I don't think she realizes that I'm doing a video. And for two, I'm in the men's bathroom at this church. Well, I'm out, we're outside. We didn't break into the church and none of that shit. But there's a pavilion and lots of acreage here. And this is where we're going to chill for the night. So, moral of my story is, some days you just gonna walk and walk and walk, and you might walk the fuck out of your shoes. That shit sucks. But I tell you what, it takes a real motherfucker, one that's willing to stick through everything and figure out that you need to actually finish something in your life. And that's what we are doing out here. This ain't a fucking thing of being homeless or being fucked up in the game or being fucked up in the world. This is a thing of we need to finish something that we fucking started. And we started it. 500 miles ago. We started it. Now we have to fucking finish it. Okay? GPS says that we got about 1,900 miles to go until we hit Palm Desert, California. Alright, I'm cool with that. And I know the issue is fucking Kentucky. But don't get me started on fucking Kentucky. Because between Virginia and West Virginia, we spent 4 fucking days on the road. Between those two states. We hit fucking Kentucky. We've been here for 13 days. We get a ride here, right there for, 20, 30 miles maybe. And call it a fucking day. But, you know what? I'm just gonna keep trucking. We're gonna keep fucking trucking. And if you want me to get started on Kentucky, I can talk about Kentucky for a second. Kentucky is a beautiful place. Okay? You got on the east over near West Virginia and Virginia. You got the mountains, gorgeous. Okay? You move a little further west and it starts getting a little flat. You still got some hills, still beautiful. You got the countryside, gorgeous. But the motherfucking people in this motherfucking state can suck my motherfucking dick. That's a fact. And for any family out there that's kind of watching this video, forgive my speech, because I'm just so over the state of Kentucky. It rains, it pours, it doesn't, it does. Who the fuck wants to live like that? So, here's the thing. If you're traveling east to west, avoid fucking Kentucky, because the people in this state, for the most fucking part, suck. They don't give a motherfuck whether you live or die. You can be stuck 15 miles in the middle of fucking nowhere with fucking nothing, and they ain't even gonna fucking bother to stop and, see if you need water, see if you need food. They don't give a fuck. The cops in this state don't give a fuck either. Because we've had cops just drive past us like we were standing still, and they didn't even stop to fucking check to see if we were alright. So you know what I say to Kentucky law enforcement? Suck my fucking dick. That's what I say. So, with that being said, y'all get the point. Within the next couple days, I'm working on a new segment. Show you guys what you need to pack. I'm gonna do like a whole entire segment on like packing materials and this, that, and the other, and the do's and the don'ts. But until then, y'all stay safe. Love y'all. I appreciate you watching. And like I said, until then, stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Avoid crazy ass motherfuckers. Peace out.